guys, this is Fade from nerffaids.blogspot.com. This is my 7th Faidian Slip. It's also my Alliance recipe run. It goes very well with my Horde recipe run that I did last week. These runs are all about getting vendor recipes to sell across, on the other faction's auction house, so let's get started. This is also my Faidian Slips, so I'll be talking about stuff that's not just the recipes I'm buying, so be sure to watch the video if you're wondering what I'm buying, because I'm going to list all the recipes bought from that vendor, or pets for that matter, since I'm also buying plenty of those. Also, please note that I'm going to release another video, probably today or tomorrow, which is about both getting a couple more recipes that aren't faction specific but work really well with this tactic, and also about how to flip them via the neutral auction house. Because I need to actually be explaining what's going on in that particular video, it's not really good material for a Faidian Slip, since I wouldn't be able to tell you other stuff in the meantime. So I'm going to make a specific video just for that. It should come out either tonight or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. What I want to talk about specifically for this week's Faidian Slip is getting ready for 4.0.6 patch. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming. It's on the PTRs right now, so it can't be too far away. The notes are constantly being added, so it's obviously still in some development. There's a few pretty big things that are going to happen on this patch. So let's just go down the list and discuss each one, shall we? A socket has been added to all crafted epic armor pieces that did not already have one. So, I'm not technically sure if armor piece counts as shield. I'm hoping it does. But regardless, that means a lot of pieces that didn't already have sockets are about to have sockets. This is, pretty interesting for the people who actually make these crafted gear. They're going to become a lot more desirable. I know I scoffed at most of the blacksmithing pieces because they lacked sockets when the Justice Points one had like 2. But the more important thing from my standpoint is the sockets themselves. There's going to be a bunch of people who log on and suddenly have these empty sockets, and they're going to need gems to fill them. So what I'm doing is I'm holding off on selling a lot of my cut blue quality gems, and I'm going to wait until that day. I mean, don't completely halt everything, but, keep in mind that you will want to have a small stockpile of gems on this day to sell to the people who suddenly found themselves with sockets that needed filling. Another thing that I'm looking at is volatile life. They're changing the ratio of flask materials in 406. They're going to take fewer herbs but more volatile life. So what this means is people are going to be out farming fewer herbs for their flasks, but they're also going to have, they're going to get the same amount of life, but it's not going to go as far towards those flasks. So suddenly, rather than needing more herbs and fewer life, it's going to flip, and there's going to be a lot more people looking for life. So I'm expecting the price of life to go up, assuming that you had a relatively low price of life on your server. Mine, this morning, I saw some for about 6 gold. Average is more around 9 or 10. I bought out everything under 10 gold, and I'm going to hold on to it, because even if I can't use it for for flipping, I can still use it to transmute living elements and make my own flasks and all sorts of stuff. So life is, if you can get it for a low price anyways, get it anyways, but also you may want to consider stocking up. Oh look, I got the Innkeeper's Daughter. Hi, Innkeeper's Daughter. Yay. Anyways, okay, back to Faidian Slip. Another change of note that affects me, but I'm not sure how much it's going to affect other people, is electrified ether is now going to create more whenever you create it. So you can turn 2 air into 2 or 3 ether instead of 1. I don't honestly use ether for that much stuff other than making pets. But basically this might lower the demand on air. I really don't think it will, since my impression is most of the air is going for things that don't involve engineering and ethers, but it's something to think about. Another really important one for jewel crafters to know is a pretty big change to metas. First off, the meta that everyone but warriors has been complaining about, the chaotic shadow spirit, is about to get a lot more valuable to everyone in the sense that it's now a lot easier to activate. It requires 3 red gems to activate. So does both chaotic and relentless both do, and that's amazing. Like that's like perfect gem requirements for most DPS classes. So a lot of people will want that for a while. So you might want to cut some of those, but keep this in mind. They're also introducing new meta cuts, which are going to be awesome. We're talking ones that add agility, strength, and intellect. So your main DPS classes probably won't even want Chaotic Shadow Spirit once they can get their hands on these. The issue is, though, those new metas come from world drop patterns. So if you can get your hands on one of these patterns, you will make bank. But until people have these patterns and are, supplying these for a decent price, you can probably sell quite a few of Chaotic Shadow Spirits that you hadn't been able to sell before. That's basically the main gold making kind of interests I've had in 406. I also cried a lot about the nerfs to heroics. If you ever want to debate nerfs to heroics with me, I rage about it every day, and I will rant your ear off about it. So just send me a email, or maybe I'll make a little rant post. Who knows? I just don't want to alienate people who might read my blog. Anyways. This is actually basically the entire Alliance recipe run. It's shorter, mostly because a lot of the vendors have multiple recipes, unlike Horde, which are more spread out. But that's basically it. I'm going to do another video later today or tomorrow, like I said, to add in some neutral recipes, as well as how to flip these via the neutral auction house. So please check it out, and as always, check out nerffaids.blogspot.com. Thanks, guys.